Let's do a 30-day challenge. In 30 days, we're going to make your blood pressure go down. Week number 1, we're going to discuss everything that you need to know about the diet. Week number 2, we're going to discuss all the things you need to know to reduce your stress, reduce anxiety, reduce cortisol levels, and help you so that you can lower your blood pressure. Week number 3, we're going to discuss everything you need to know about exercise. And week number 4, we're going to discuss how to manage your doctor rather than your doctor managing you as if you were just a bunch of numbers. So come back every day, take your blood pressure in the morning before you watch my videos, and let's monitor together to see if we can lower our blood pressure.
Today is the last day of our 30-day challenge on how to lower your blood pressure. If you've been with me for these past 30 days, how you doing? Did you check your blood pressure today? If your blood pressure dropped over these last 30 days, let us know in the comment section for encouragement. Let me know what your blood pressure was on average when we started this at the beginning of this journey, of this challenge, and what it is today. I'd be very excited to see if I made any difference in people's lives. So today, we're going to discuss how do you continue this for the next lifetime. Lifestyles of the old and still alive. What's interesting about blood pressure is they have found that from a cardiovascular perspective, you have a 43% chance of less cardiovascular disease if your blood pressure is normal and your heart rate is normal, or low, if you will. And that's encouraging that if you continue this journey for the rest of your life, you can literally have a 43% less risk for cardiovascular disease, strokes and heart attacks. That's just crazy awesome. So how do we continue it? What's interesting is most of the research in the literature regarding longevity will say a couple things. The first is genetics does play a role, but that really is out of our control. But there's 3 things that most people do that live a long time, and that is they have a moderate diet. And what this means is at the beginning of of this challenge, we discussed choose a diet. And you don't have to choose an extremist diet. You don't have to just be eating sardines and avocados and olive oil versus you are just eating plant-based, broccoli and spinach and potatoes and stuff like that. You don't have to be that extreme. The great news is that most people that live a long time have a very simple, moderate diet. And what it boils down to is they eat simply, they don't eat a lot of processed foods, and what they do is they lower the amount of calories that they're eating. And it's not by necessarily choice, they just don't eat that much. And that's the great thing. Again, I said in the beginning that it doesn't matter whether you follow a vegan diet or a keto diet or a carnivore diet or a zone diet, a Mediterranean diet. All of these diets tend to show benefit cardiovascularly, and the reason why is because they basically take you away from most processed foods, lowering the amount of calories that you are generally eating. So lifestyles of the old and still alive, they generally don't eat a whole lot of food, and they eat very moderately with very little processed foods. They also tend to not have a lot of stress. And of course, we live in a stressful world. Most of us have stressful jobs, but it's how you deal with stress. They don't tend to internalize every little bad thing that occurs. They have a very laissez-faire, c'est la vie type of philosophy of life. And if you can adopt that in your own life, you'd have a much easier time, much happier time in your life. The other thing is, the great news is people that tend to be older and live a long time, they tend to exercise on a daily basis. Now, they're not big power lifters and they're not doing CrossFit. They're generally, most of the research shows that they just walk a lot. They do cardiovascular exercise. They're active. They may do a little weight training here, a whole bunch of walking, but these cultures where they live and they walk to work and they walk to the farmer's market and they walk to where they get entertainment and they walk. They're walking all day. those are the people that tend to stay alive the longest. So I would encourage you after this 30-day challenge to continue some of the habits that you've developed over this time with me and watch other videos. I have tons of videos that can help you with motivation, that can help you get greater ideas for different recipes and ideas of how to be healthy. So I would encourage you to continue to do that. And I hope that you have learned a lot from this this month in October. And I wish you the best in your journey towards becoming a healthier person.
So if you are curious if there are any natural solutions to lowering your blood pressure, there is. Probably the most effective one is magnesium. Any type of magnesium that you take will probably affect your blood pressure. Some will affect it more than others. Right now I'm going to list for you here a number of different magnesiums that you can possibly take. My advice would be to take them all, and there is a magnesium supplement called Magnesium Breakthrough. It's by a company named Bioptimizers, and they have all of these magnesiums in their own supplement. So it really takes the guesswork out of it. It'll help your heart, it'll help your sleep, it'll help your blood pressure, and it's one of the best magnesium supplements out on the market. They are the video sponsor for today, so I will put their link down below if you want to look and see if that product would be good for you. But either way, one of the best things that you can do for your blood pressure is to take a magnesium supplement. If you have specific questions in regard to blood pressure, your own health and wellness, we actually do Zoom appointments as well as telephone appointments. We do these Zoom and telephone appointments from all around the world. So you're more than welcome to call our office, schedule an actual Zoom or a telephone consultation with me. And what we're gonna do is we are going to section off a piece of our day just to speak to you and answer all your questions. So if you're interested in that, there's a link down below. You can get to my website and then just contact us. Now there is a fee for a Zoom or telephone consultation, so it's not free, but I can promise you this, you're gonna get your money's worth.